Great companies need great talents, and I've heard that Silicon Valley has many great talents. That's why I'm interested in understanding how this impacts the Bay Area, and I'm very much looking forward to our meeting with BASES, the PionierGarage of Stanford.
You can't talk about Stanford without Silicon Valley or Silicon Valley without Stanford, and I think we're really lucky to be in a place where you have such easy access. You could literally just go 1 or 2 miles down the road to Sand Hill Road, and that's where all the venture firms are. We are really fortunate. It's pretty humbling, I think, to be around so many unbelievable people you see in the newspaper every day. BASES is really in the business of building people. So when we talk about our mission statement, our mission is to empower the next generation of entrepreneurs at Stanford. So it's really about building those people and giving people those skills and relationships in the community that we hope, looking back 20 years from now, they'll be able to say that was such a huge impact that it was made on me, and that's something that got me to where I am right now. Every year we have about 1 to 3 serious companies coming out of our business plan, or they're kind of a model, they're a mix of a business plan, a business model, and now it's kind of like just a general business competition. So we have 3 challenges that are socially for social entrepreneurship, our e-challenge for standard entrepreneurship, and then our product showcase, which is kind of like a science fair on steroids that has everybody bring different projects they're working on, whether in labs or whether in dorm rooms together. And the kind of incentive is there's a prize incentive to get people out and come and work on it, but really the idea is to develop the people and products that are coming out. What's even more impressive though than the companies that come directly out of BASES through those challenges is what people do 3 or 4 years down the road. So if you look, Othman Laraki, he's a former BASES president. He came out and he ended up doing a big company that was sold to Twitter, so he was head of actually revenue at Twitter for a while. So I think that Stanford's pretty conducive to having a lot of different activities and having a lot of resources here, so that's really great.
The studies here are promoting entrepreneurship as a whole. They have it as credit, so while German students in their free time build their little projects, they actually take this as a course. They get in touch with it right on in their first semester. Also with the VCs and the school projects here, it's literally factor 10.
Design thinking in a nutshell, I would say, is a process in which we identify real problems and needs that real people have, and we try to design solutions to those problems. The D.school at Stanford exists and was founded with the purpose to teach design thinking and to equip our students with the tools of design thinking and to sort of boost their creative confidence. So at the D.school we teach classes to students from all over campus, and that is very much on purpose. We create teams of 3 to 4 students with various backgrounds, and we strive for really radical diversity. And the reason for that is if you have a team of students with various backgrounds, they're going to bring various expertises to the table. We each quarter have a multitude of different classes. There are about 700 students taking a class here each year, and usually each class teams up with some outside partner. It could be a company, a nonprofit, it could be a part of Stanford that has a challenge for the class. Well, I think any startup should really take into account what it is that they're doing, and I think it's worth spending time early on to actually identify things and needs and problems that people have, because otherwise you're going to be creating something that no one wants. I think novelty in itself is not something to strive for. Maybe the solution to the problem that you identify already exists, but for some reason it's not being used. And I think then maybe your challenge is to design something that will increase the usage of this product or this service that already exists. Just staying really in touch with people or the group that you're designing for, or what you would call your users. Always being in touch with them, talking to them, testing things with them, getting to know them better will help you, I think, select the solutions and eventually come up with something that works.
Unless you haven't seen another university or another environment, you can't judge your own environment. So no, I take that back, these impressions, and how you can improve Karlsruhe campus and Karlsruhe startup scene now.